What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with the Page, and today we're talking through all the readathons happening in August. Hello my darlings, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking through all the readathons that I have found at the time of filming that are happening in August. So these are the readathons that I found through YouTube searching, and I'm currently filming this on Tuesday the 30th of July at 8 PM AEST and hoping to have this video up by 6 AM tomorrow. So I have no idea how many readathons this is. I just am excited to talk through it. My usual disclaimers are that the person that I mention will either be the creator or a co-host, and it's just whoever I found the announcement video through. If it is one of the co-hosts and not the creator themselves, then their video will link you to where you need to go. We start with the shortest duration of the readathon and then go through to month-longs and all of those. I will obviously miss things, and these are solely the ones that I've stumbled across and those that have been submitted through the form. This isn't an exhaustive list, so if I have missed someone, please leave them mentioned in the comments below and I will add them to the playlist for people to be able to watch. With that, I will leave linked in the description box links to the channels as well as the announcement videos that I have found, and I will leave linked to the YouTube playlist that I have created with all of the announcement videos in there, as well as a link to the readathon spreadsheet that will have the little spiel that I'm going to be reading out, links to the videos and who the creators are, although not links to their channels. There is one readathon that I've just remembered at the time of filming, which is purely Discord based, and I am participating in it, so I want to mention it, but because there's no announcement video on YouTube, I forgot to add it to this list. But I will mention it, and that will be on the readathon spreadsheet, and the Discord will be linked below, but it won't be in the playlist because there's no announcement on YouTube that I am aware of. So with all that aside, let's dive into the readathons. Our shortest readathon is running for 24 hours, and this is set to take place on the 10th of August. And this is the Relax and Readathon created by the Reading Nymph. This is a readathon that takes place every 2 months and keeps the same concept throughout. Basically, this 24 hours is just taking a day to rest, relax and read if you want to. There are 4 reading prompts and 4 lifestyle prompts, but mostly this is just a reminder to take time for yourself and for some self-care. You can change it from 24 hours, you can make it a week, you can make it the whole month. Just make sure that you're spending some time looking after you. You can mix and match prompts, whatever you would like to do, double, triple up, or you don't even have to do the prompts. As long as you're taking that time, that is the essence of this readathon. Next we have a 48-hour readathon running from the 10th to the 11th, and that's the Cat Lady Readathon created by Leanne Reads. The goal for this readathon is to read cat books, whether that be on the cover, in the title, as a character. That's it. Read the books that incorporate a cat in some way. If you need the catnip prompt for Pokemon, this is an excellent time. And you can read picture books, graphic novels, mangas, novels, whatever takes your fancy. As long as that has the cat in some element, you're good. Then we have 3 week-long readathons, the first running from the 1st to the 7th, and this is Witchathon, the Lamest week-long round, created by Yarn Reader. The prompts are based around this time of year and beneficial components of the summer/transition time. And they also contain some lifestyle prompts as well. Then from the 5th to the 11th we have Literature Readathon Round 2, which is created by Steph Loves. This is a 4x4 bingo board based off Steph's old book club literature where you read smutty books. There are themed prompts based around romance and some prompts that have an activity to pick, like a spin a wheel or a pole pick, and then some lifestyle challenges as well. So a good time to get your romance in. Then running from the 24th to the 31st is Middle-earthathon, which I found on Abby of Pelinor's channel. This is a team-based readathon themed around Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits, but you don't have to have read Lord of the Rings to participate. The teams have their own prompts, but you can mix and match or focus on your chosen team, and like I said, they're based off the 4 Hobbits, and I just adore the prompts for this as well. There is also a Discord with activities happening throughout the month as well. Then we have an 8-day readathon running from the 1st to the 8th, and this is the 801 readathon created by 365801, and this is celebrating Boys Love Festival. The aim is to consume as much BL for a week in any way you choose. There are 5 optional challenges and a treasure hunt bingo board. It's just a fun, relaxed readathon, and they also have lots of graphics. And the announcement video has a lot of recommendations if you're not sure where to start. Then we have a 9-day readathon running from the 17th to the 25th, and this is the Summer Scare readathon created by the Hex Library. The goal? Read spooky books with friends. There is a 3x3 bingo board. You don't need to complete them all. Feel free to double, triple up as much as you want. It's all just vibes. If you think it works, then you're good to go. There are 5 Instagram prompts that you can post throughout the month and tag the readathon. It is predominantly read the spooky and enjoy the season with your friends. Then we have 2 10-day readathons, the first running from the 2nd to the 11th, and this is Friendathon, which is created by Bujo Books. This is a readathon based on reading your friends' tastes. So it's mainly on Instagram. You just pick a friend or friends and complete 7 prompts that center on them and their taste in books. Books can be used as many times as you like, and it isn't a competitive readathon. It is just about having fun with friends and reading their taste in books, which is perfectly chaotic when you know my friends and how that would end up for me, but it sounds fabulous and just a great way to connect with the community. The second one is the 9th to the 18th, and that's Read Fat Positive by Tulip's Library. The goal of this is to read as many books with body positive representation within it, and it is encouraged to read own voices, the fat positivity representation, as well as LGBTQIA+ and BIPOC, but just finding and devouring body positivity books, and or if fat phobia is present, it is challenged and there are repercussions for the characters within that. Then we have a 13-day readathon running from the 1st to the 13th, and that is the Full Moon readathon created by Jan Egerton. There are 4 characters for you to collect as many as you would like. Each have 2 reading and 1 lifestyle prompt. You can approach this in a number of ways. You could try and get the most amount of one character within the 13 days. You can try and get all 4. You can set it so that you read the easiest prompt and then work your way up, or just read in any order, that is fine. So there are many ways that you can approach it, and they're all cute little graphics and very, very adorable. But also a heads up, there is a clown icon this round if anyone needs that forewarning. Then we have 3 2-week long readathons, the first running from the 1st to the 14th, and that's Catch-Up-a-thon, which I found on Amy's Bookish Life. This is a cookout themed readathon. Originally it was wanting to catch up on Book of the Month books, but you don't have to read exclusively Book of the Month books. You can either look them up or just use your own TBR. Each aspect of the cookout has prompts associated, and you either build the cookout that you want from the prompts or the cookout you want to read. So if you want particular aspects, reading the prompts to fit for that, or just reading and seeing what cookout you create. There are also activities as well within this. Running from the 11th to the 24th, we have Ladies in August, the Beginning of a New Century, which is created by Ellie's Cozy Chronicles, and this is reading books written by women that grew up at the beginning of the century or were published at the beginning of the century. There are lots of recommendations in their video, and there are 4 prompts based around set particular years and learning more about the ladies of the time. Then we have running from the 12th to the 25th, the Retoldathon, which is created by The Brightside Girl, and this is a retelling themed readathon. This year there is a bingo board for different kinds of retellings, and then 5 more specific reading challenges. Absolutely love Macy and the readathons that they put out. Always a joy to see what we're getting up to, and I think I might actually have a retelling on my TBR for once. Normally it just coincides with chaos. I think I get to participate. I'm very excited. Then the next 2 are very thematically similar. So one is running for 17 days from July 26th to August 11th, and that is the Olympics readathon, which I found on Jam Reads' channel. So this is based around the Olympics. There are 5 categories, 3 bookish and 2 activity related, and prompts are assigned depending on the prompt completed. So higher the points, essentially, the harder the prompt. But if you can't find something, you can go for the lesser amount of points. You can double up across categories, but not within the same. Go watch the announcement video. They do a much better job of explaining it. Depending on the amount of points that you get throughout the 2 weeks, you will be able to reach different kinds of medals, and that is where the higher points come into play with if wanting to get the gold medal. The other one is running for slightly longer, and that's 19 days, starting from July 24th and going to August 11th. And this is Olympics-a-thon 2024, created by Clumsy Charlotte. Again, inspired and running throughout the time of the Olympics. You read books to fulfill challenges and prompts. You can choose your level of competitiveness. So pick a country to represent. It doesn't have to be the country that you live in or are born from, and earn points for your represented country. There are 5 main prompts which can't be doubled up, but there are 4 bonus challenges which can be doubled up with the main prompts and within themselves. So basically just cater the readathon to meet your reading needs, pick and choose what you feel is achievable. The 5 main prompts are themed from the rings, and the 4 bonus challenges are more complex because they're bonus challenges, but if you're strategic with your planning, you can make it work to not have to read an excessive amount of books. And then brace yourselves, it's time for the month-longs. I genuinely haven't even counted how many readathons I have. So the first one that I want to talk about is the MS Readathon, and this is a Australian fundraiser which from Bin Chicken Books is once again creating their own fundraiser for. The MS Readathon is a readathon dedicated to supporting families living with MS in Australia. Merv has designed their fundraiser to unlock perks, which are a surprise based off the donations received, and there is also a buddy read, and if we manage to unlock that perk, a live show for it as well. It is a beautiful, chaotic time with Merv just being their delightful self as we manage to raise funds for them, and the challenges that they then set for themselves are gloriously entertaining. So if you'd like to go support the MS Readathon and in particular Merv's fundraiser, obviously their video is linked below, but feel free to check out the MS Readathon website itself if you would like to see what the overarching readathon is for. But then we have Pick-Pongathon 3.0, which is created by Bomb Book Reviews, and this is a celebration of Crystal's birthday. This year we've gone competitive. So there are 3 teams. Each co-host will play Crystal's game of Pick Pong, which you get 3 prompts. So there will be 9 prompts per team, but you don't know the prompts before you pick your team. These will be dropped 9 AM AEST on the 1st of August. I think Crystal also posted today, if we manage to get 400 signups, then they may post the prompts early. So if you're watching this, I'm posting this at 6 AM on the 31st. So if you sign up, we get prompts early. Points are off the page size of a book, but also additional bonuses, and there is no doubling up for this one, unless specified otherwise. Basically, if you enjoyed the amazing readathon and the chaos that was, Crystal has essentially recruited us to bring the chaos. So I'm one of the co-hosts for the Pong Pros, and I am getting my team to vote on lifestyle challenges for me to complete throughout the month. So there will be 1 a week, and my misses for that challenge contribute to my own personal challenge. And then we have Laurie's Fantasy Birthday Bash Readathon, which is from the channel The Chatty Bookworm. So this is celebrating Laurie's birthday. There are 8 prompts that you can double, triple up as much as you want. You don't need to read fantasy, you can read any genre. They've got some recommendations for fae books, and we'll be doing sprints throughout the month. So it is just coming together to celebrate and have a glorious time celebrating Laurie's birthday. Then we have the Plus Size Readathon 2024, which is I found on Lexi Reads' channel. This is a challenge to read body positive books. This year it is team based, so there is the sweet and the sour team. Which team gets the most points wins. There is a group book, a potential giveaway, photo challenges, and a Discord to have a chat amongst your team and be able to strategize and just have that connection with the community as well. And feel free to stack up the prompts and the points in the system that they've got. Then we have Battleathon The Assassin's Trials, which is created by Eleanor Reads, and this is a competitive team-based readathon where 4 teams go head-to-head in a bracket-style tournament to be the last team standing. There are 4 houses, each of which have their own unique advantage for bonus points, and main points are based off your star rating for the book itself. So this is one of those readathons that you can incorporate with the other readathons happening. Each week you'll be working to get points to your team and affect the next week's rankings. Then we have Deck of TBR-athon, which I found on Becca Books and Bujo's channel. Again, competitive team-based readathon, loosely based off Becca's TBR game. The aim is to get the most amount of points. There are 2 teams, essentially mood readers versus TBR creators. You will draw a card from a deck of cards, and that will correspond to a prompt. There are also sub-prompts within that worth 1, 3, or 5 points. You pick the difficulty that you want. Suits don't come into play for this, and you just need to submit your reads through the tracker to make sure you're getting those points. It can be done as draw as you go if you are a bit more of a mood reader, or you can create a TBR by drawing X amount of cards that you want at the beginning of the month and then working your way through. Then we have the Magical Kingdom Readathon, which is created by Claire's Creative Corner. This is a celebration of Claire's birthday and their book club. So there will be sprints and other activities throughout the month. It is a competitive team-based readathon themed around Disney, and it is heroes versus villains. You will be allocated a team by Claire just to make the teams even, so you do need to sign up for this one. There are 9 prompts per team and all are themed around Disney characters. With this, it is points based and there will be bonus points available throughout the month as Claire is the fairy godmother and has opportunity for you to gain more. Then we have the Keep Me in Suspense Readathon, which I found on Book Lover Amanda's channel. So this is bringing some love to the romantic suspense genre through the prompts being stylized around this. You only need to read 1 book to participate, and even if you don't finish it, it's okay. It's a low-key, relaxed readathon with 5 prompts, and you can double, triple up as much as you want. The books can be any genre of Christian or clean fiction. Then we have Readathon, which is created by Mum's Book Collection, and the goal of this is to thin out your owned TBR. That can be digital or physical by reading books from your backlist, so anything bought before August 2024. There is a 5x5 bingo board of prompts with both amazing self-care activities and reading prompts, which you can double and triple up on. Then we have Draconathon Gem Hunt 2024, which I found on Soleil Celine's channel. The goal for this is to read dragon themed books. There are 5 reading prompts. The books that you choose do need to contain dragons, and 5 activity prompts. And with each page that you read and completing the prompts, you will collect gems and can submit your gem tracker to enter a raffle. You don't have to complete all of them to be able to enter, just whatever you've earned. Feel free to double up, triple up as much as you want, and you just make it how you need to do. The activity prompts are definitely some that I will need before suffering in September. So it is just very wholesome as well. Then we have Garba August 3D 2024, and the announcement that I saw was Slime and Slash's Books, Movies and Nostalgia's channel. Please go watch Kelsey's announcement video. Please. It's glorious. It's a bingo board style readathon and watchathon where you can read or watch whatever garbage your heart desires. There are also Instagram prompts, and the creator has also put together their own anthology, which is available for purchase, all about garbage stories. Trash is not considered a negative thing. It's like a B-grade movie, but in book form. It ain't gonna win any awards, but it's fun to read and or watch. That's the whole premise. It's letting yourself indulge in these if you're constantly pushing yourself to read things of that higher caliber literary merit. Just enjoy the B grade. And they also have themed weeks. The next readathon has a word that I cannot pronounce to save my life in it. The readathon is Maya's Phenomenal Women, which I found on Marilyn Maya Mendoza's channel. This is celebrating Marilyn's birthday and booktube anniversary by hosting their own reading event and focusing on Maya Angelou. The goal is to read 1 work by Maya and or read a book by an author you consider a phenomenal woman. Hearing Marilyn's story in her announcement video in relation to Maya Angelou was absolutely beautiful, and I think that it's such a lovely dedication and event. Then we have Arc August, which I found on the Book Hermit's channel. This is focusing on reducing your unread arcs that you've received and yet to review. The main event is taking place between the 10th and the 11th with reading sprints throughout, but it is going for the whole month in reducing your arcs. There is both easy modes and hard modes for bingo boards and games, which you can use to help pick your reads. Basically just hanging out with friends and getting your arcs down in whatever way suits you best. And then Clampathon on Liddy Moon's channel, and this is reading all things Clamp. There's a Discord to chat about Clamp and read down your collection. Series TBR-a-thon is the last readathon that I have on this list, and this was created by A Scottish Lass Reads. The theme of this is a fun fair, and each prompt is based off an element that would happen. You can complete as many bingos as you want to reduce your series TBR, but if you don't have a series to read, you can swap it out for your standalone TBR instead. But they're all designed to be fun and engaging. The prompts are hilarious, and also it is stunning, and I am very much looking forward to getting my series TBR down. This is on Discord, so I will leave the Discord linked below instead of an announcement video, but I was very excited to hear about this one. As we know, I'm trying to work on my series. Those are all the readathons that I found taking place in August at the time of filming, and everything will be linked down below for your clicking convenience. Thank you once again to those that have used the readathons forms. You are absolute legends, and I love you muchly. Like I said, everything's linked down below, the playlist, the spreadsheet, and actual announcement videos and hosts, so please enjoy. Let me know in the comments if you are participating in any of the chaos that I have mentioned. There is so much happening and I am so excited. August is one of my favorite times. Obviously I'm co-hosting Pick Pongathon, so I know the chaos. I can't wait. So let me know in the comments any readathons you're thinking of participating in, and if I have missed any, please let me know so I can add them to the playlist. With that, anything else you want to let me know, feel free to leave it down below. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!